A very good Thursday morning to everyone out there. Happy 4th of July and Independence Day. Landon here with you to bring you your latest weather forecast courtesy of Ohio Valley Insurance. Let's get a look out there, folks. An active pattern is going to be lingering around throughout the day and on into our Friday as well. Sweet relief is going to be arriving for the weekend. That is the good news, but we got to get started first. What's going on here in the short term? Take a look over the latest surface map. We've got cloud cover that's drifting off to the north and east across the region. Had some good rounds of downpours here late yesterday afternoon and through the overnight hours as well. Several downpours reported across our location, especially over near the Barren River Lake vicinity, where they got absolutely walloped with a good amount of rain. You can see this boundary. This stationary front is going to be sagging down to the south and east as a cold front as we work throughout the day, and that's going to be serving as a lifting mechanism to bring the possibility of these scattered storm chances throughout this afternoon, but throughout the evening hours as well. Let's get a look across the region, shall we? We'll kick things off overlooking the Sexton Bill Bitter Skycam down in Gold City. Not a cloud in the sky. Had a beautiful view of a few of the pop-up cells down in that direction yesterday with the lightning flashing, but all is quiet early this morning. Peachtree News Skycam looking off to the north and west from Morgantown, where Sunday Best is performing tonight, the Green River Catfish Festival. You want to get out there for a good time and a great show? Got a few wispy clouds up in Morgantown's vicinity, but that is to be expected as we work throughout the day with cloud debris coming off of the activity that we were just looking at there on the latest satellite. Taking a look at the current conditions, it is a very warm, very muggy start for us out there. Readings all the way up into the mid-70s, both in the temperature and the dew point department. With a little bit more cloud cover, it's not going to get as hot as yesterday did, thankfully, but it's still going to get a little bit uncomfortable out there. With more cloud cover today, highs will be holding between the upper 80s up into the lower 90s. And again, folks, we're going to be watching as we work into this afternoon and evening for some of these storms to pop back up, all right? Take a look here over the past 24 hours. Over in Barren County, over 1.25 inches fell on the ground there yesterday evening. And over here on the south side of Warren County, picked up near 1/2 inch. Butler County, near 0.4 of an inch in the flats of Woodbury. A pretty good, nice dosing of rain there, bringing a bit of relief after the extraordinarily oppressive heat and humidity that we experienced yesterday. Getting a look here at the surface map, this is painting a similar picture to what we were looking at a short time ago. That cold front's going to slowly but surely sag down to the south and east throughout today and on into our Friday. That is what is going to serve as the focus for the possibility of more showers and storms impacting the Wobbles community. So let's jump over here and let's take a look at the short-term model guidance over what to expect throughout the day. Again, folks, it's just a model. Take it with a grain of salt. But it looks like as we work throughout this morning, we might have a few blips or a few isolated cells that'll pop up here. And then as we work throughout the day with the arrival of the forcing from the north and west, watch the scattered development here as we work towards the peak heating of this afternoon. Here you can see the cells are ongoing a little bit closer to in and around our vicinity between mid and late afternoon. Continuing into the evening hours, folks, we're going to watch this. We could have a few strong to maybe even marginally severe storms come through with this. We'll have the initial round late tonight into early Friday morning. And here we are looking at sunrise on Friday. The cold front's still going to be trucking it down to the south and east, but finally, it would appear that as we work into the overnight hours on Friday into early Saturday morning, the cold front will be shunning all the moisture due to the south and east of our community right here, which is good news, all right? So here we are looking at Friday night into Saturday morning. Let's take a look at what the surface map is going to look like right around that time frame, all right? Cold front's going to be well down to our south and east. It's going to bisecting through Virginia and rolling on in towards the Carolinas. Northwest flow is going to come in here, folks, and it is going to be bringing sweet relief for both Saturday and Sunday. Talking about the possibility of highs locating between the low and mid 80s. Dew points are going to be hanging out right around the low and mid 60s. That's going to be a far cry from the mid to upper 70s that we experienced here over the past couple of days, all right? So speaking of the dew points, Atlanta, when are we going to get some relief? Let's put it into motion for you. We work throughout the day, folks, mid and upper 70s throughout, all right? It's going to be extraordinarily warm and soupy. If you're in the outdoors, you will be sweating. That is a promise. Here we are working through the overnight. Here we are getting into Friday, and you can blatantly see where the cold front's going to be arriving as we work throughout our Friday on July the 5th. We're still going to keep the moisture around, and then finally, with the passing of the cold front, we see those dew points fall all the way down to the upper 50s to lower 60s by the time we roll into the pre-dawn hours of our Saturday morning. So that is very, very good news for the weekend, all right? But if you got plans today, outdoor ones in particular, you're going to want to keep an eye on the sky. We have got a 1 out of 5 severe weather risk that'll be coming along with any of these sporadic storms that develop this afternoon into the overnight. Damaging straight line winds is our primary concern. Might get in on an instance or two of some hail being produced, and also excessive rainfall and localized flooding. Those are the big three that we're focused on here, looking over the short-term forecast. Total rainfall amounts between today and tomorrow, an additional ½ inch up to an inch or more. If you're able to get caught underneath this rainfall up there, those up near and along the Ohio River received copious amounts of rainfall yesterday. They actually have a flood watch that's out with the more rain and storms that are expected up in that vicinity and direction. Here's a full breakdown of your next 5-day weather forecast for today. Throughout your Independence Day, we're going to have highs holding right around the lower 90s, partly to mostly cloudy with those scattered sporadic storm chances, some possibly strong to severe. Cold front passes on Friday, keeping likely showers and storms in the forecast at least throughout the morning, and then by the afternoon and evening, finally starting to dry out and usher in that cooler, less humid air mass. Saturday and Sunday look absolutely beautiful out there before storm chances make a return, along with highs back up in the 90s as early as Monday at the start of the new work week. Friends, it's going to wrap up your July 4th Independence Day edition of your Weather and Night Forecast presented by Ohio Valley Insurance. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Stay safe out there, folks. Keep an eye on the sky with the opportunity at showers and storms. Enjoy the freedom that we have in this phenomenal country. You all have a great, blessed 4th of July.